Harold Gillies was a surgeon from New Zealand who had trained in England. When he went to France in 1915, he witnessed the rise in horrific facial wounds. On his return to England, Gillies set up a special ward for facial wounds at the Cambridge Military Hospital in Aldershot. He even sent his own casualty labels to the field hospitals in France to make sure that the men with such injuries were sent directly to him. By 1916, Gillies had persuaded his medical chiefs that a dedicated hospital for facial injuries was required to meet the demand.
While men were fighting in war, women had the job of filling in all the work in the town that needed to be done. Most jobs that women needed to do were not considered suitable for them. Some women were trained as nurses to drive around the battle that was taking place and help any injured soldiers. Other women were very useful in factories where they made weapons, tanks, airplanes, and explosives. In these factories, women's hands turned yellow caused by all the chemicals used to make the arms. Women also had the job of digging soldiers' graves, working as bank clerks, bus constructors, and agricultural labourers.
The Battle of Somme took place during the 1st of July to the 18th of November 1916. The battle lasted 141 days. It was fought in the northern side of France and it is known as one of the most bloodiest times during World War I. Over 1 million people died and the British soldiers lost the most men. On the first day, they lost 20,000 people. Altogether, 720,000 British men died. 500,000 German soldiers died, and around 205,000 French soldiers died. Altogether, 1,123,907 men died. There is a 15-foot-long graveyard in France for all the soldiers who have lost their lives.
Trench foot, a painful condition of the feet caused by long immersion in cold water or mud and marked by blackening and death of tissue. Trench foot is a medical condition caused by prolonged exposure of the feet to damp, unsanitary and cold conditions. It is one of many immersion foot syndromes. The use of the word trench in the name of this condition is a reference to trench warfare, mainly associated with World War I. In World War I, animals were used in many different ways to help soldiers. Casualty dogs were trained to find wounded and dying soldiers on the battlefield. Dogs were also used to send messages. Homing pigeons were used as messengers because of their speed. Horses, donkeys, mules, and camels carried food, water, ammunition, and medical supplies. Canaries were used to detect poisonous gas. Cats and dogs were used to hunt rats in the trenches.